Today's video is sponsored by GMG Performance. Have you found yourself staring at screens all day lately? Well, at least I have, and especially now during quarantine, more than ever. As most of you know, too much screen time can give you headaches, eye strains, and even problems falling asleep. This is obviously because of the blue light that's emitted by screens. GMG Performance has a really stylish solution which helps you reduce eye strain, which in return will also improve your focus. I personally like these way better than any other blue light glasses I've worn before, especially since it doesn't have that yellow tint, and most importantly, they're super comfortable to wear. So, unlike other glasses, these actually don't hurt the side of my head when I'm wearing it for a long period of time with headphones, which is great, and they look good. I really genuinely recommend these, and you can grab your own pair of glasses by clicking on the link in the description below. You'll get 40% off. The special offer ends on Sunday, November 1st at 12 p.m. So go grab your own pair and I promise you'll be happy with your purchase. Steve, Alex, Zombie, and Enderman are finally here and have an extremely wacky but unique playstyle. More so on the defensive and campy side, but with the ability to keep things creative and unpredictable with a ton of gimmicks. Just like Mega Man, their jab, forward tilt, and neutral air is the same move, and you can move and jump while holding it, or just swing your sword once if you want to and shield right after. They also have the tiniest short hop and full hop in the game, have below average ground and air mobility, and are just barely low weight. If you buffer forward air or back air, or in other words, press jump and attack at the same time, it'll also be a quick sword strike, which can combo into their stronger forward air or back air fairly easily until higher percents, which will use the pickaxe. If you want to do their pickaxe forward air or back air, you'll have to manually jump and time the aerial. The forward air can spike if spaced correctly, and the back air is slightly stronger, so it's better for killing opponents at the corner. The pickaxe is also used for his dash attack, which is just an average mix-up burst option to occasionally throw the opponent off. Just keep in mind that it's easily punishable and provides very little reward. Up tilt is a quick axe swing, which can also be something you move around with. It'll start combos, which will be talked about later, and when you jump in up air, it'll be the same move as well. You can also upgrade these 3 weapons at the same time close to the crafting table. Your equipment will power up in the following order: wood, stone, iron, gold, and diamond. Your weapons and tools have limited durability, so it'll break eventually, but they can also be repaired before they break at the crafting table. If your weapons break, you're still able to punch or dig with your hands, it's just obviously much less effective. Just remember that your weapons will break individually. As for spacing forward air and back air against shield, it'll only be safe if you land it and space it, and the weaker the weapon is, the more punishable it'll be for more matchups. Gold is special in that your sword swings, axe swings upwards, and forward smash are faster, and your pickaxe, back air, and forward air ends faster. Gold is also much less durable than the other weapons. As for other moves that don't use any weapons, he has down tilt, down smash, up smash, down air, and grab. The down tilt is extremely safe against shield, and will allow you to do almost any kind of mix-up right after, as you'll have plus 5 frames of advantage. This is only if you block the whole thing, as halfway through the move you can actually jump out of shield and hit Steve before he can act. Another problem is that it'll easily lose to jumps as it's kinda laggy. If you do hit with it though, it'll be an amazing combo starter at starting percents, more of which will be shown later. You can also use this move at the ledge to try beating some recoveries before they grab the ledge. Just keep in mind that the launch angle actually sends them pretty high up. This can also be done with down smash, as the lava will be flowing down as well. Just keep in mind that the down smash can be reflected. Up smash is a pretty big but very committal anti-air, as missing it will get you punished very hard. It does have an initial front hit that'll scoop opponents into it, however. His down air will mostly be used as a mix-up, as an edge guarding tool, or as a disadvantage option. It'll also deal a ton of shield damage. Most attacks will still beat it, but it hits really hard, so sometimes it's better to just respect it. You can down air and choose to just fall down with it, which can be punishable, or you can jump as soon as you do it to try being a bit more safe. Keep in mind that using this move spins your iron, and watch out, as if it gets reflected, it'll really hurt. If this hits at low to mid percents, you can also potentially combo off of it if you jump and get lucky with timing your aerial or footstool. The grab is pretty slow and punishable, but it has decent range, and will start a ton of combos at low percents. The more complex ones will be shown later. The back throw is just for throwing opponents off stage. Forward throw will do the same, but will launch at a much better low angle, allowing for better 2-frame potential and edge guarding. An up throw will be a kill throw at really high percents. Keep in mind that the down throw requires you to have iron, otherwise it'll be a much weaker down throw which still has a few combo setups at low percents. Side special is minecart and can be something you choose to ride in and hit the opponent with, or you can jump out of it, which will catch the opponent but deal no damage, even when they are shielding. While they are stuck, they can mash to try getting out as fast as possible. Either way, if you're ready for the cart to catch them, you can typically run in and anti-air them for mashing. Or if they mix up and don't mash, you can also smash attack them. Once you hit a shield while riding into an opponent, you can also jump off of it, which can let you catch the opponent as well. The counterplay could be to spot dodge right after, but there is still a chance that Steve can read this and punish this, and so the actual counterplay should always be to roll behind it as soon as it hits your shield, as there's nothing that can be done about it. When you hit a shield and then jump, you and the opponent will be able to act at the exact same frame. However, when Steve jumps, he will be stuck for 5 frames, as well as his air dodge comes out of frame 4 and his jab coming out of frame 3. So he's basically punishable for 8 to 9 frames when he does this. Just keep in mind that you won't be able to short hop buffer an aerial as it'll still catch you, but most characters will still be able to punish Steve for doing this if you just have a fast enough option. And it's not like this can be spammed, as it costs a lot of resources, as well as Steve is generally vulnerable while riding it. Something else is that the minecart only has 7 HP and can be easily destroyed. At 0%, Steve will roughly have 15% heavy armor, but even at 40% he can already get hit by moves under 7% damage. If you just simply try jumping, you might get anti-aired, but obviously you could also jump away from it too, which should be just fine. If you're airborne, however, and get hit by the cart itself, you'll get knocked back a bit as well. If you jump and hit the opponent at low percents, you could also jump off and start a combo as well. And the more redstone you collect from mining, the faster and stronger the cart becomes, which can be visually seen by the red rails, and will kill much earlier than usual. You can also press side B while riding it to boost it up again, which will spend a lot more resources than usual. The minecart costs a lot of resources, but if you don't have it, you can still use it as a B reverse. The cart is one of the main things that you'll have to respect and simply learn how to play around. Other than this, it'll mostly be used to try getting back to stage from being off stage as a mix-up. Just remember that you're still very vulnerable during this. Down special is TNT and can be simply placed by jumping and pressing down B, and then you can also choose to, while grounded, press down B and hold the B button to decide where you want to create the pressure point. It'll also blow up after around 7-8 seconds and will detonate even faster when it's been hit, especially with a fiery move. If you do hit it and end up launching it, the pressure point will disappear, however. You can also stand on top of it and down smash into an air dodge to blow it up while avoiding the damage. This can obviously be used as a ledge trap with different kinds of setups. Put it like this and it might threaten every single ledge option except potentially ledge jump, which you may or may not get lucky against. You can also set it up like this, but it's not too effective, as yes, it'll cover regular get up to shield, but you can also regular get up to spot dodge, or get up attack and you'll be fine, as well as any other ledge option. Obviously, you can also use the minecart to trigger the TNT. The recovery is below average at best, as the startup of it can be countered. And sure, while they are able to move up and down to glide around, they're still extremely vulnerable during this. If you're far off stage and looking to recover, you'll want to press up B, then hold to the right, and then smoothly glide upwards to try making it back. You can greatly increase the length of the recovery by pressing up B, and as soon as he launches, flick down on the control stick for a few frames and then release the stick back to neutral. This all needs to be done with a very specific timing and will require some practice. Another way to recover once you're very far off stage is to use a minecart jump, use TNT, which allows you to respawn the cart, jump, and then up B. This can allow you to get to the other stage as well, so remember that you'll be spending a ton of resources. It could also potentially be used after a ledge jump to get back into the middle with little lag. Neutral special has 3 applications: mining, crafting when you're close to the crafting table, or building blocks if you're airborne. Mining is pretty simple, but it also has a ton of specific detail put into it. For every single little detail on this, check out the document in the description, as there it'll show you all the details in terms of how mining works for different terrains and what materials you'll get. The simplicity of it, however, is that you can press and hold B to mine, and cancel at any time to put up your shield. And it only has 9 frames of lag, but it'll still be extremely inefficient to mine this way, as well as you realistically won't be able to react to burst options once the opponent are close enough. Unless you want to be preemptive with your defense, which isn't really great unless you want to leave yourself open for whiff punishes. So you'll either have to launch an opponent and then mine for a bit, which may or may not sacrifice an edgeguard or ledge trap in return for materials. It'll also take a bit of time before you get gold, and even longer until you find diamond to be able to craft your best weapons. And you'll also need to make sure that your gold or diamond icon is glowing to make sure you have enough of those materials to be able to craft your weapons. Your materials will also always remain the same if you die. However, your crafted weapons will go back to being wood as soon as you die, so crafting at really high chances of death might be a bad idea. You can spawn the crafting table on top of you by shielding and pressing B. It'll be something that can be hit and destroyed too without any consequence, so you could in theory spawn it close to the ledge and then forward smash it, as well as forward air it while off stage to extend the hitbox of the move to last longer. In neutral, it'll mostly be recommended to set up a wall of blocks before you start mining. Setting up blocks is as simple as jumping and pressing B at any time, and if helped, you can also move to the left and right and jump while doing so. You can't be reverse blocks, but you can do a turnaround block by quickly flicking to the other way, then press B. This is where the creative part will come in and allow you to play around in neutral and disadvantage in different ways, but there are also some essential ways to use these blocks. The most important one is building an L shape in neutral to protect yourself while mining. This can be performed in many ways, but the easiest way is to press full hop, press B at the peak of the jump, and then just before landing, press jump and B again. So it's simply about finding the right timing for pressing jump B, hold the B button, and then move to the left or right and release the B button. Then start mining. In this scenario, the opponent can choose to jump above and try challenging you, which you can potentially anti-air with up airs or up smash, unless they choose to jump double jump, which you can't do too much about. They can also try hitting the blocks to try to get to you, which you can try to grab them for, dash attack, or just use any other move. Obviously, they can also choose to safely break it with projectiles or disjoints, which you can't do much about either, or they can patiently try breaking the block and choose to not care about the fact that you are mining, as they may still know how to effectively play around your upgraded weapons anyway once you've crafted it, since the weapons don't really have that much range. You can only build blocks in a certain parameter, so no matter where you place a block, you're still vulnerable to get hit, especially since standing on a block for longer than 18 frames will make it crack and break earlier. You can always try to use your blocks for disadvantage state to gain back your double jump, but it's still risky if the opponent calls you out with a full hop aerial. Nonetheless, the mix-up may be necessary. Another weird thing you can do is to create a block and instantly place a TNT on it, and when standing on the TNT, the block won't break, and you can even mine your TNT for materials, which will vary depending on which stage you're on. You can't release the ledge and place a block, but you can use a ledge jump and then double jump immediately away and place a block, which can help you get around opponents with more mix-up potential. You can also use a move first, such as minecart or down air, and then double jump and create a block, which gives you your ledge invincibility back. You can also release the ledge, do a few up airs, double jump and place a block, re-grab the ledge, keep sharking from the ledge, and even get around to the other side of the stage. But it's not as safe as it seems, and you can very easily die to a lot of things. Another wacky thing is that you can create a block right under you and cancel your down tilt into combo starters, but it's very specific to get. You can also full hop, create a block, and down air, which can break a shield if the opponent keeps holding their shield for whatever reason. And for the optimal punish, you want to jump to this exact spot without left or right drift, create a block, short hop down air so it lands right in the middle of the block, grab immediately, and then mash jump as soon as you go down. Press side B, jump, and up B. You can't roll out of it, but if you do, you will get hit, which is better. You can also place the block off stage close to the ledge and back throw opponents into it for a spike, and even if they tech, you could spike them with the forward air. The blocks can obviously also be used to try blocking off a few recoveries that are already somewhat exhausted. Just keep in mind that there are different kind of blocks. The dirt blocks are extremely weak and won't do much against recoveries with a hitbox or tether recoveries, but the stronger blocks can definitely block off a ton of recoveries. Just remember that the weaker blocks will always be prioritized first, so make sure to get rid of all your dirt and wood, and over time gather as much iron as you can. This will obviously also make the L-shaped forts that you build protect you for longer. Thus, mining for materials for a lot of matchups will mostly just be about getting iron and redstone for your minecart to get stronger, or to get better blocks for gimping people off stage. Or just be silly and do wacky stuff that may or may not work. If you ledge jump, you might get hit, but you can always ledge attack or ledge roll and have Steve go off stage. His out of shield game will be really good at close range, as not only will you have buffered forward air and back air into any kind of combo starter, but you can up smash bad approaches and footstool to down air as well. Another trick is that you can also, while shielding, press B to spawn the crafting table into any move such as jab. And so instead of needing to release the shield and wait 11 frames of lag till you can do something, pressing B and spawning the craft table will give you 7 frames of lag instead. Otherwise, you won't really have that much out of shield options against anything that is well spaced. So no matter what character you are, you should always try to outspace Steve at max range. One thing that has a lot of potential is the combo game. Just keep in mind that most of the time, the opponent will have very little reason to shield against you or approach you, and will mostly be dashing or jumping and spacing you away or throwing projectiles at you. So getting these combo starters are very hard. If you do get them though, there is potential for a very strong punish game. Obviously, the stronger the weapon, the more damage you'll initially do, as well as you might combo kill confirm earlier with the stone or iron sword, while it might be harder to do so with the gold or diamond. However, your raw hits from the gold and diamond will obviously kill earlier instead. Your main combo starters are down throw, down tilt, up tilt, jab, buffered forward air or back air, all of which are close range or hard to get. Down throw and down tilt will only combo at low percents, as at mid percents you can DI up and away the down tilt, as well as the down throw. However, jab, up tilt, and buffered aerials will combo until high percents. There are a ton of combos that deal a massive amount of damage, even if they are very simple. There are also complex combos that you can do by extending it with a block. So for example, here you can do up tilt into a short hop up air, double jump up air, and then quickly press B and quickly tap up air before you land on it for an extension. You can also extend a combo by doing an up smash with a slight delay, for even more potent combos and creative setups. Keep in mind that this is a true combo and DI won't really work too well. However, SDI up and away will easily allow you to escape these combos, and rather than taking 80%, you'd be only taking 30 or 40%. You don't have to cancel the up smash, however. If you land on a block and immediately up smash, you could finish it off with the final hit as well. Another combo you can do is down tilt into down throw, and then dash forward for a few frames, short hop and time your forward air so the pickaxe comes out, fast fall into a jab, immediately cancel the jab into a jump for another pickaxe forward air, fast fall into a jab, and repeat until you want to end it with a down smash, for example. This will also get affected by SDI. And even the jab combo against Fox will also get affected by SDI, by simply SDIing up and away. There's a lot more wacky combos, of course, like laddering into up air and then using a block into a down tilt and finish it off with a minecart. Just keep in mind that most of these combos that you're seeing can be affected by DI or SDI or weight and rage and so on. And so, out of a grab at 0%, this will be one of the optimal combo routes. Just keep in mind that you can escape the combo by SDIing up and away. It's a pretty tight combo, but essentially you down throw, short hop forward and manually forward air, fast fall into a jab, jab, jump cancel into a forward air, fast fall into a jab, forward air, fast fall into an up tilt, immediately jump, double jump up tilt, press B into an up smash. And on top of this, you have to drift perfectly in order to follow their DI. As well as if you have rage, this combo will most likely not work. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to support my work, you can always go to my Patreon and help me out there. And to all my Patreons, thank you so much for all the support. And come by my Twitch if you ever want to see me live. I stream almost every day from 3 PM to 9 PM EST. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.